using Modern View. Not only that, in this demo, you will also see how UBS Payroll Modern View will help your customers to manage their payroll better. The newer and better UBS Payroll Modern View will be available on 30th September 2022, release version 2022.8. So what is inside the UBS Payroll new release? It has a new modern screens. It is more appealing and intuitive. A menu is more organized in a way that to make navigations a breeze. Reports are centralized, easier to search for report, and most importantly, in these modern screens, processing payroll now can be done from a single place from beginning to the end. It makes it easier and faster to process payroll. In the new release of UBS Payroll, so when you log in to UBS Payroll, you will still see the current main menu, but there's a new button on the right top called Switch to a modern UBS Payroll. So when you click it, it will take you to a modern view. The existing screen will still be available and it will be referred as a classic view. Once you switch to modern view, you'll find new screens with a better way to manage your payroll. UBS Payroll Modern View has been simplified to have 6 side menus. The first one is called Employee. So this is where you manage your employees, adding new employees or make changes to existing data, such as adding increment or putting a resignation date. The second one is a payroll menu. This is a place where you process a payroll from beginning to the end with 4 simple steps: month-end processing, edit normal pay, process pay, and finally report or submission. The next one is the report menu, where you can find all the reports available in the UBS Payroll. The next one is the integration menu. This is the place where can you do export, import of data, such as posting to UBS or import payroll data to UBS Payroll. The next one is the data management menu. To do the data configuration, data checking, and indexing and file re-op of the database. Now the last one is the settings menu. This is a place where you can configure your payroll settings, like setting up your allowances and deduction, bank setting, license setting, and security and permission setting. So this is a quick overview of the modern view. And now, let me demo the UBS Payroll with modern view. When you log into UBS Payroll, it will bring you to this menu. So this is a menu that you have been familiar with. Now from the version 2022.8, which is available from 30th September onward, you will see there's a new button available on the right top called Switch to Modern UBS Payroll. So this is a feature that will bring you to a modern view. So when you click on it, now the whole screen has been changed. You're no longer seeing the old screen, but a new screen. So the old screen, we'll call it a classic view now. Now this is a new one, we call it modern view. In modern view, the layout has been redo to make it more cleaner, simpler, and also easier to use. From the side menu here, you will see 6 options. Employees, this is where you manage your employee. Payroll, where you process your payroll. Reports, to view all the reports available in the UBS Payroll. Integrations for export, import of data. Data management, to configure your data or do data checking. Or settings, all the setup that you need to do before you can use the payroll. On the right top here, there's a drop down This is also where you can manage the password, do a backup and restore, information about the UBS payroll. There's also term and privacy policy, and an option for you to switch back to the classic mode if you like to return to the existing view that you're familiar with, or exit is to exit from the program. Now, if you are in modern view, by clicking exit from modern view, the system will remember that next time that you log in, it will bring you immediately to a modern view rather than going to the classic view. So let's start with the side menu called employee. This is where you manage your employee. You can add a new employee, make changes, or delete the employees. On top here, you will see there's an all button here that allow you to see all the employee. There's also active and inactive for you to filter. If I click on active, it will just show you the active employee. Inactive will be an inactive employee. You can also search, do a quick filter, either by employee numbers, name, department, or job title. It's very easy. You just, for example, for employee numbers, just key in any numbers, it will start searching to match the numbers. The same thing, for example, a name. You can just do a partial, just key in, for example, a lim, and then it'll give you all the name containing lim. And job title also work the same way. If you need to add a new employee, there's an add button here. So it'll open up a new employee screen. Simply key in the data and click on save. Then the new record will be created. There's also a more action. This is where you can update allowance deduction, update leave and title, and also the historical record. Or you could also do the basic rate increment on update or employee SOXO tables. Let's add one resign date for the employees. Save it. Now once I save it, you can see the resign date automatically appear under the grid. Lastly, there's also a reports option here, and then allow you to generate a report related to the employee. There's employee reports that you may be familiar with already. There is joining, leaving, payroll information, all the way to age listing. For example, joining, it will generate a joining listing for you. Or the employee letters. You could do the letter, for example, the confirmation letter. Employee checklist, historical listing, and minimum wage detail. This is the useful report to help a company to see whether any employee below the minimum wage. There's 3 options here to see whether below 1,001, 1,002, 1,005, depending on which state that you are in. And then from there, you can actually make necessary adjustment. Okay, now let me bring you to this payroll side menu. This is the place where you can manage your payroll on monthly basis, and it is the place that you will be using the most for every month payroll processing. From this payroll management, it has all the things that you need to process your payroll, whether you process first half, second half, bonus, or commissions. Now, to process a payroll, if you recall, you need to do a month-end closing. Then, if there's any changes to the employee's record, you make changes. Then you do a process pay. Finally, you need to do a reporting for checking and then a confirmation. Then produce payslip and then do bank submission. Now, all this can be done within this screen. Let's do one processing. Now we are in August. On top here, you can see the August information, how much is the gross pay, net pay, and payroll cost. Now, this is a very useful information so that you could use it to find the total of the payroll cost of the company. Payroll cost would be the gross pay plus additional company contributions related to EPFs, so EIS, PCB, and HRDF, so that it add up together to give the total company cost for the payroll. So let's process one. I do month end. Say yes. So once the month end is done, it will bring it to new month, September's, and then the figures is reflecting September figures. Now you notice the status here. It shows that all as the process required with one add new pay. Okay, let's see. We want to make some changes first. I want to add in the allowances. Maybe this incentive to be $100. I save it. Okay, let's see. I also wanted to add in another overtime for this person. And I also wanted to create a new record for this person. See, the status all still remain at process required. I'm done with the changes. Just click on the process pay here. That's it. Now the status changed ready to ready. You're ready to submit. You're ready to produce reports, to validate and make a payment ready. I can view the payslip from here. Yeah, just now I in the incentive 100. I can print payslip for me as well. I can add in the payslip remark from here. Or I can proceed with the generate the reports. There's a management report that I can generate. Depending on what will be the company practice every month, what report that you find it very suitable for you, you can actually generate a report from here. There is a allowance report, there is a deduction over time, yeah, allowance report. Yeah, just now you add in 100. Okay, let's say one more report just to show the overtime report. Yeah. There's also other reports available within the screen. There's EPF, SOXO, EIS, all the statutory reports. If you have advanced also, you can have all the advanced report, advanced line total, listing, advanced cash, and bank others. And the leave listing, the public holiday work listing, all this also available. Payslip as well. There's a second half payslip that you can print. And you can simply generate the payslip. It's so convenient because now everything can be done within one screen. Yeah? Bank file is for the submission. So you can produce the submission, yes, generate. Yes, done already. Then generate the file, then you can submit the file. Now within this screen as well, there's a quick entry available for you to add the informations. More actions. There's a list of things that you can do for more actions. For example, all the allowances, deduction, benefit in kind, holiday, the leaves, the rest day, yeah? Including maintaining or convert, tips and work, piecework, loan deduction, add or edit advance by individual, by days, percentage. So if you recall, these are also available all in the classic. We bring it over, we make it more organized, easier for you to find. Check transaction, fixed OT by pay group, tax paid by employer, update basic rate from masters. So with this payroll in one screen, it make it easier. Now, if you wanted to process a payroll, you can do it everything from this screen. You can do bonus as well from here. You can do commission and fixed commission also from this screen. Now, depending on the tab that you selected, the respective reports or payslip will be also reflecting accordingly. For example, bonus. Now, when you print payslip, it will show you the bonus payslip. Reports will be the report related to the bonus. Bank file also is a bonus bank files. Under the more action, also those action related to bonus. Generate bonus or fixed bonus. Same thing with the commission. Report on the commission related payslip, also commission payslip, the bank files, and also the more action. So we make it very easy so that this is the screen that all you need every month. So if you have no new employee, there's no changing of salary, there's nothing. That means practically you just process payroll from this screen, from end to end, and then you're done with. Of course, we also provide this report to give you ability for you to view reports, all the report available from UBS Payroll. You can also reprint from here. There's a management report that you see from the payroll, can also be generated from here. All the status report, deduction report, other report, bank reports, the employee overview reports, the correspondence also here. So what we do is we consolidate all the reports, make it available into this one single place, easier for you to look at the reports. Under integrations, this is a place where you do export import. Very important will be the post to the UBS accounting. There's a company total. This will help you to generate a file that you can post to the UBS payroll. There's an export import, payroll records, export import HRMS file, export pay record to Excel, also to CSV text file. There's also an external application will be available under this menu. Import from excess expense, finger text, payroll TXT is also available from this menu. Under the data management, this is where you can configure your data, do data checking, to do a reorg of your database. Employee, for example, employee contributions, you can set the employee who require to apply the EIS contributions and set up all those maintenance, category maintenance, add the line numbers, branch, departments, and the project. Also update the some of the 12-month data, check minimum wage, check employee list, check data file, or do inquiry. Finally, under setting, this is where the various setting that you can do. There's a general setting, there's a payroll setting, security or permission setting, the bank settings, license setting. General setting will be the general setup. This is a company information, pay calculations, and control and auto numbering. There is this table setting. You should be familiar with this one. All your allowance table, deduction, benefit in kind, overtime tables, all can be set up from here. And also the bank setting, the bank that you need to make payments, the bank format, the APS format setup, the bank code to assign various employee with the bank code, license setting for you to manage the license, and finally the security setting to manage the password, to define the security access. This is also built in under the modern view, and also create the user ID and also the PIN for the particular user. So with this, it make it easier for you, and then also processing payroll become easier because everything can be done from one screen. Now let me come back to my presentation slides. You have seen all the features available in modern view. I hope you are excited all about new Access UBS Payroll features and what it